What up, y'all? Welcome back. I have a huge pimple. That's what this star is covering. It kind of looks like my makeup is smeared in the wrong way. It's not that. It's a pimple patch, but that coloring just kind of looks like a bad contour. Especially with the shadow of my hair with whatever my colic is doing. But whatever. It's Valentine's Day. We are actually doing our Valentine's dinner tomorrow, Saturday, because, well, Jay works late and we didn't want to rush. And honestly, I forgot about Valentine's Day, if we're being honest. We got back from the cruise and then my brain initially went, Justin's birthday is next. Which it is. It's next week, in 1 week. But like still, that's where my brain went. So we're back from the cruise, but now we're going to do a whole little recap of the cruise and everything we did, because why not? So here's my little vlog on the pre and post cruise, during and post cruise. All of the things coming up now.
Yeah. That's nice.
It is Monday before our cruise. Damn, the sun is not helping with this at all. It's Monday before our cruise. I'm feeling very down about myself, which is very frustrating. Probably because I haven't been going to the gym as much. I've been going to the gym, but I haven't been doing full workouts. I've only been doing cardio, and it just like is not the same for my confidence or my mental. But I'm on my way to the grocery store to get some last things, so we have some stuff for the rest of the week before we leave Thursday early afternoon. I picked up some stuff yesterday. Random shit like sunscreen, some of my face lotion and stuff. So that I have already, and basically this week I'm just gonna need to pack and Jesus Christ. I need a coffee or something. Or like an energy drink. I need to pick our outfits and pack. I have a couple other things I want to finish recording and doing for this week before I go in prep for me being gone. I don't know. I just woke up in a funk today and I'm really trying to turn it around and not just like sit and like basically close in on myself, because it's really easy to do. And I think by getting out of the house for like a minute, it should help. We'll see. I don't know why I'm in this like funk. I should be like super excited and like I'm about to go on vacation. Why am I so fucking anxious? And it's not even just anxiety. I just feel fucking depressed. And it's so frustrating because whenever I get like this, I can't even fix it myself. And it makes me so damn angry to not be able to even just fix it my fucking self. It's like the only thing that helps really is like, I mean, I'm glad the sun's out, but it's still cold as fuck. And again, I know I should be excited, like I'm about to be going on vacation, but I'm just like in this weird lull and I don't understand, and it's pissing me the fuck off. I also was going through some of my old YouTube videos and like some of my topics, and I feel like I want to like honestly rewatch them and I don't know, and have more to say, especially now that I've grown, and do like a little touchback on fucking some of my older videos, older topics, older things. I've also been messing around with shorts lately and trying to understand it more. I don't understand shorts. Like, I know that it's just like their short platform. It's just like Reels. It's just like TikTok. But it's strange. I don't like how the layout of YouTube doesn't change with the layout of shorts. Like, when you're in shorts, the layout changes and you see shorts, but I don't know. It's just weird to go back and forth between like horizontal and vertical content on one platform, because YouTube is mainly obviously horizontal. It's just like very strange. So I just need to get used to it and see. But it has brought more of you guys in, which was really cool, because I think it brought like, at least in the last like week, like 5 more subscribers, which is huge to me. That's exciting, even if it was just 1. So, and I feel like I try really hard not to focus on like view count, on subscriber count, follow count, likes, like that type of stuff, but it is really hard not to focus on it when you are trying to like be seen in a way. And like sometimes things that like I think are like funny, or like things that I really enjoy, don't get as many views as I would like. So I don't know, it's just very hard to like look at, and it's like almost when you get like a C on a paper, it's just kind of like discouraging a little bit. Just like kind of puts you down, because you feel like you're doing really well and it's like not reaching the audience that was intended, and it just like is a big downer on creation and putting things out into the world as a whole. It's very hard. But that's something that's always been like a battle in a way. Like even with like when I'm streaming on Twitch, like some streams I'll literally only have like 1-2 people, which is still exciting because I have like 1 to 2 people and I love you guys. But it's just hard to, even though I talk to myself a lot, it's hard to stay motivated in a way and stay in good spirits. Not that like when I only have 1 person I'm like in a bad mood. It's just like, because I'm not, but it's just a different type of vibe when there's more people talking and like hanging out. Even if it's just like a lot of people lurking and just like blipping in every once in a while. It's definitely a different vibe than like me just gaming by myself. I mean, I enjoy gaming by myself, but sometimes it's fun with more people, you know? While on vacation, I'm feeling a lot better than yesterday. I was really just I was having an episode, is what we're gonna call it, and that's fine. Not every day can be a good day or a great day, so yesterday was just a day. But I'm on my way to get my nails done, and I'm also on my fucking way to the bookstore, because Amazon, yet again, they're 2 for 2 on, even though I pre-ordered my book to be here today, and I'm not, again, okay, I say this, I understand Amazon can't deliver everybody's book or everybody's pre-order at 7 a.m., the start of the work day, on the day that it releases. I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting to at least get it today, which didn't happen yet. I mean, they say that the delivery is postponed until tomorrow and then potentially can get pushed back to Thursday, which I leave. So that's very frustrating. That makes me kind of mad, especially because it was a pre-order, but it's fine because Jay said I can just go to the store and grab another one. And then we'll just give his mom the extra copy that we have, so that way she can just have one, and she doesn't have to wait for us to read it or finish reading it, and she can just have one and then give it to somebody else if she wants, or keep it, whatever. So yes, there's that. I'm on my way to get my nails done. I love getting my nails done before vacation. I feel like it's just such a like refresh. It's like something fun to do. It's not just like when you get a nail set and you're like, oh, they're really pretty to look at. It's like, oh, they're gonna be in so many pictures, even if it's just like my cup or my pants or whatever. I don't know. I just really like the look of a fresh set of nails, and it's just like extra exciting when you get to like show them off more. So I'm excited. And I'm also very excited to be in the warm weather. Also, we got for Justin's dad used his miles for our flights, which was so fucking huge. Like, got very grateful for that. And we got first class with his points, so I'm excited because we get to sit all cozy, have a little drink on the plane, really relax and unwind the first day. We're going a day early because it was like, well, one, I've never done a cruise before. I'm actually learning so much for our first one, and I know that there's a lot more to learn with like people who are like advent, is that the right word? I don't know. Don't talk to me, my brain's not working. But people that consistently that go on cruises a lot, there is so much to learn. Like even little videos that Justin sent me and like even my girlfriend sent me, I am learning so much. Their app is so helpful. Thank God I got it, because holy shit, I wouldn't survive. I was going through and like planning some of the stuff. They have so many random things. Like a lot of things on the cruise like are free. I mean, I say that loosely because like you already paid for the cruise. So there's like a lot of events and like things that you can do for free. You just have to reserve your spot for it. Like there's like a comedy show. I don't even know. There was like a make your own sushi class. I think that one was extra though, a little bit. And like hold your place type thing. They also have like cupcake decorating days, and like they have a ton of stuff for kids on this cruise. It is a family cruise line, so there's a lot of stuff for like family things. There's also things like the comedy show, which is like 18 plus. So it's a big variety. I also really want to try doing one of those surfboard things on the fake water on the boat. I don't know why. Every time I saw a video of a cruise, every time I was like, oh my God, you get to surf on a boat on the water? What? It like broke my brain. So that is definitely something I will be doing. Also, they have like their perfect day at like their private island, because we are cruising on the Royal Caribbean Utopia of the Seas, which is one of their new ships this year. I don't know if we're the first to go on it, but we will be like one of the first groups to go on it. I'm not sure if this was like the first date that the cruise starts and we are also the first people. Either way, it is a extremely new ship, which I'm very excited for. And if Justin and I do end up liking it, we probably will be taking like more cruises in the future as like our vacation type thing, because there is a lot of places we can go, and a cruise, especially like the way that they dock depending on how long, but then we can go for like a week, a 7-day, 12-day cruise, etc., and have more like experience more places in one trip, instead of going like to Florida for a week, which, don't get me wrong, I love vacationing and I love just sitting on a beach for a week straight. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I do want to explore more. Also, this is in the very early stages. Justin and I, actually, it's more so Justin has been really wanting to design a video game. So we've been kind of brainstorming while he's teaching himself and taking classes learning code, so we can develop this video game that we have in mind. That's all I'm gonna say on that, because it is very, very early, like quite literally he's still learning certain coding things, and I am not fully decided on really anything. There's like no decisions that being made. It's just a starting thought process, a starting thing that we're gonna be doing as like a little couples venture, and like an extra little side hobby. And I know you're like, holy shit, how many hobbies can you have? All of them. All of them. I will have all of them, and that's fine. But I'm also, did I say that I'm getting my book? Yeah, Amazon delivery service is all out of whack. Oh, I did say that. Okay. My coffee, although I have it, has not fully kicked in yet, so we are getting there. Yesterday, I did end up getting that Red Bull. Honestly, it didn't do shit. Maybe it did. It did give me more energy, but my brain was still, I was literally just stuck in a rut. Like, I don't know, if you also struggle with a lot of mental ailments, mental disabilities, I guess, mental hardships, to put it loosely, then you'll understand. I was literally just stuck in a limbo cycle of like, I put myself in a stalemate essentially with myself. I wanted to get things done, and I was so stressed about getting things done that I just then couldn't do anything, which to people who don't struggle with that, it sounds stupid because you're like, get up and do it, when I like mentally, yes, and I'm telling myself I need to do it and I need to get it done, but physically my body won't move. And that doesn't make sense to a lot of people if you don't struggle with that. Like, I struggle with that. It is a very hard concept to grasp if you don't struggle with that. So it was just a hard mental day yesterday. I've also been coming to a lot of realizations and developing a lot of things, especially with like, I don't want to say planning our wedding because really I haven't put a lot of focus towards it, but things have come up about the wedding that have been very disheartening to me, and just kind of made it not that I don't want our wedding to happen, not that I don't want to plan it, I do, but it's things that are deterring me from putting focus on it because of how it makes me feel. So that's just the reality of some things, and that's just the way that it is. But I'm working on it, we're getting through it, and we'll figure it out. So I'm very excited to get my nails done. Right now I just have a solid matte green. It's literally just called Dirty Green, the color, but in other, like in certain lights, it kind of looks gray. Like, it could pass for gray with like a hint of green type. But again, a vacation set of nails is just, there's something about it. There's just something about it. I'm gonna go get, hopefully the bookstore has this book. I also am gonna get, because I will probably read that book in the next 2 days, honestly, because one, I'm obsessed with that series. As you guys know, I literally haven't shut the fuck up about it since I read it last year. It's just part of my personality at this point. I've come to accept that. So I'm gonna get that book because I'll probably read it before we even leave. And then I'm also gonna buy a second book. There's a few that came out this month as well that I'm looking forward to reading, not as much as like this one, obviously, but since I will finish it, then Jay will be able to read it while we're on vacation, and or like even on the plane, and I will be able to start a new book. I think I'm just gonna bring like a type of thriller. I thought about bringing a like romance type book, but honestly, I just don't think that that's my vibe. I really don't, unless it's like a dark romance. Maybe I'll find one like that, a little novella instead of like a series, but we'll see. Plus, it's a bookstore, you never know with me. I could be like, oh my god, I don't want a romance, and then like pick up a fucking romance and be like, this is the best thing ever, a little beach read. So I contradict myself with stuff like that, like books and what I want to read all the time. I don't know, I guess that makes me like a mood reader because I can't decide, but or I'm literally like just in purgatory with books currently because after reading Onyx Storm, I was like, I would have been put in a reading slump, except not only because the Infatuated Fae series was also coming out. And who knows, maybe I will bring the book and not even pick it up on vacation. That's a very, very large possibility. But maybe then maybe that's just the break my brain needed. Maybe being busy for a little bit after reading 10 books this month already, my brain just is like, hey, maybe you need a minute. And that's totally fair and totally valid. So I'm gonna go get my nails done, and I will see y'all in a bit. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. Literally, like, you can tell in my face, like, it's freezing. I just got my nails done, and I'm fucking obsessed. Like, my nail tech, she always does good, but like this is crazy. Like she did so fucking good. I'm in love. Also, I got my books, thank fuck, because Amazon doesn't have a delivery date now, and that makes me want to rage. I fucking got it. She's here, and I'm so excited. Holy shit. I also picked up Crash by Frida McFadden. It is her newest release. I guess I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive. I don't really know what's different about it, if I'm being honest, but this is a thriller. This is book 3 in the frickin' fantasy trilogy series. It's not a trilogy. In the fantasy series that I won't shut the fuck up about. So I'm very excited. I also was gonna go to the gym post getting my nails done, but it took a bit longer than we anticipated because of me being picky and wanting very specific things. And she is a perfectionist and wanted to have it done in a very good way. So that being said, I didn't even get my toes done, but I will be getting them done later tonight because, again, my nails took longer than we thought, so we are planning for doing them later today. But most things are accomplished, and I would be going to the gym, but I'm probably just going to go later since I am starving. I'm getting a phone call. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, so I'm going to go get a snack because I am literally starving. I didn't eat this morning. I only had coffee. And if I'm going to get my toes done, since they are closed tomorrow for Lunar New Year, they're closed tomorrow and the following day to celebrate. Because I was going to just come back tomorrow, but now she has an opening. Instead of me coming at 6:30, it's at noon, which is great because then I don't have to come back out. But I do need something to eat because I will physically chew off my own arm if I don't get food in my system ASAP. So, yeah, definitely going to be needing to get some food. I'm so obsessed. And honestly, a new nail set, like I said, it changes the whole vibe. It makes me feel so good, and like it gets me excited for vacation because it's just like, ooh, it's like new and fresh. There's a car sitting behind me that is being a little weird. I honestly thought I opened my sandwich up the other way. I didn't, but since my nail tech called me and I didn't have enough time to go all the way home, which I was planning on doing to eat, got me a nice old Jimmy John's sub. Also, I did think it was weird. Maybe I'm just like reading into it. Fuck, I forgot to get no tomato. Damn it. Anyway, but the last couple days, when I've gone to like a register or to check out of something, or to purchase something, men like look like it makes me feel like I have something on my face, but they like look at me and just like stare. Like they complete their sentence and then just like awkwardly like dead stare at me. And I don't know if it's like, because it's not even like they ask a question and I'm like supposed to answer it. It just like is this like weird uncomfortable silence where they're like staring into the depths of my eyes down into my non-existent soul. And it's been so strange. I don't know, but lately it's been like excessive and I'm not about it. It's been weirding me the fuck out. So I don't know, that was strange. And it's been happening like a lot, like just at Jimmy John's it happened at Target, it happened at the gym when I was asking for like a tanning bed. I don't know, it's a weird vibe, like all in all. It was strange to me, so fucking strange to me, but maybe I'm just reading into it, but the fact that it's happened like literally 5 times in the last 3 days is pretty strange. I don't know. I'm gonna enjoy this sub, go get my toes done, and then hopefully make it to the gym and then make it home with the amount of energy that I have left. We'll see what happens. throughout the whole cruise, okay, honestly, thankfully, my girlfriend has already been on a few, so I could ask her questions about, like, literally what the F we're doing. Things to note, and I'm sure every cruise line has this, we were on the Royal Caribbean cruise, so if you're planning on doing that, definitely download their app to figure out literally what the fuck. Because on the app is where you'll schedule, like, certain dinners, meal times, you'll see what shows they have to offer, all of that, etc., etc. And you'll be able to see all of that, which was huge. And honestly, like, I would say turn your notifications on that prior to the cruise, because there was some stuff that Justin and I wanted to do that we didn't get to do because we didn't schedule it right away. Now, sometimes you can also go, like, say you didn't get into a certain show, you can still go wait in line that day at a certain time for the show, for anyone who, like, doesn't end up showing up for it and for that spot, and they'll just let you in and figure it out that way. We were debating for a while on getting the drink package, which was so more than worth it, honestly. Like, we drank, like, every day. And also, we got, like, the drink plus, so we got, like, the normal drinks plus alcohol. And the normal drinks was nice because we each got, like, a tumbler. And in our, like, with our tumbler, you could go up to, like, all of the machines or literally any of the bars and be like, hey, I want a Coke, or I want a water, or whatever it is that you wanted to drink. They had Coke products on the cruise, which was great. So then you could just go up to the mixed machines and, like, literally get, like, a Coca-Cola, a water, a Sprite, with all of, like, the different flavors too, like, because they had the big mix machine, so it was like you can do lime, vanilla Coke, like, all of that weird shit. So it was really cool. The first day was kind of weird, especially because we didn't, like, plan for it. We didn't know what we were expecting. So first day of getting on the ship, we boarded, got on. You don't get to go to your room until, like, a few hours after, like, everyone's kind of settled on the ship, because they bring all your luggage to your door, and then, like, they're finishing getting the rooms ready. So it was just a weird, like, it just felt kind of weird. You can go to, like, dining hall, explore everywhere else, go to all the bars and, like, look around. You have to go to your, like, safety little show, so they can show you, like, how to put on your life jacket and, like, check in there and do that. So we did that, and then literally right after that, you get to, like, go to your room, explore, hang out. We only did the 3-day cruise. Honestly, it was, like, super short. I think 4 days. I think 3 or 4 days for your very first cruise would be, like, ideal. Because we didn't know if we would like it. And I feel like if we hated it, which thank God we didn't, but, like, if we did hate it and say we, like, booked, like, a week-long cruise, that would have really sucked. Like, that would have been not great. So it was really cool to, like, experience it for such a little, like, spurt of time that made you, like, kind of get the hang of it and understand, like the feel for it, the time. And I'm gonna be honest with you, we came back so fucking tired from that trip because we were out every single night and drinking every single night. But thankfully, it wasn't, like, insane. I don't know, like, there's, like, levels to, like, drinking and partying. We didn't reach, like, college level crash out, which is totally okay. My body can't handle that anymore anyway. But we did drink, we stayed at the casino, like, hung out. It was really fun. I think we were up till, like, 3 a.m. almost every day. And then, like, my body wouldn't let me sleep, so we were up by, like, 7:30, 8 a.m. every day. But it was really cool. That was the first day. What did we do on the first day? Was that all the first day? I don't even remember. It kind of all flowed together. We also... when we landed in Nassau, I never say it right, but we, like, we docked there, honestly, didn't explore much. I was kind of like, once we got off and we, like, kind of walked around the little touristy spot, I didn't really want to go any further. It just wasn't for me. So we didn't even go to that beach. I told Jay that I'd rather just like sit on the boat and drink since we got free drinks anyway. Well, free since we already paid for them all. So I'd rather just like sit by the pool and have some drinks, which was really fun. The group of people was really cool too. We went with my girlfriend and her boyfriend and like all of their friends for his 30th birthday, since all of us turn 30 this year. That's a hard pill to swallow, let me tell you. I was also planning for my birthday in a couple months and figuring out what the fuck I want to do. It's been a pain in my ass, a giant pain in my ass, because I can't make a decision. So Jay and I kind of talked about it a little bit the other night and have kind of solidified what we want to do, but we shall see. So that was figured out, but we had dinner the first night. We had hibachi, and it was so good. The dude was so cool. He was so funny.
Friends, wakey, meet my little friend all the way from North Philly. Meet my friend, Anna. Anna Anaconda. Just like walking now. Here you go. Hello. It's me. I can see in your eyes. I can see in your smile. I think about, I believe I can fly. I believe I can sip your beer. It's time to say goodbye now. Bye-bye.
And they do have a drink menu when you go into certain restaurants, so you can upcharge for certain drinks, which we did. Jay did one night on accident. He didn't mean to. He asked for a different type of liquor than like a normal kind, and then they obviously upcharged it because it's an upcharge, like just like when you go to the bar, if you like pay for top shelf, or like if you ask for top shelf, you have to pay for top shelf. Like that's not in like the normal package. So there's that as well. But granted, like half their stuff, it wasn't like cheap liquor and like gross stuff. Like it was all like fairly normal. I also am getting my nails done next week. This was my nails for the cruise. I thought they were super cute. They are now very grown out. And I broke this one, but you can't really tell. That's okay. But that was my nails for the cruise. And then the second day, we saw like a water aquatic show. That was freaking sweet. Like, it was so cool. They did, like, slacklining, literally diving from the top of the boat, and, like, that kind of made my stomach flip, because I'm like, you're in the middle of the ocean on a boat that's carrying a pool large enough and deep enough for you to dive. That, like, whole concept was so crazy to me. Mind-blowing. But it was sick. It was sick. I loved it. So we saw that show the first night, or second night, after everything, and then we just, like, hung out. I'm pretty sure we went to the casino. I think we went to the casino, like, every night. We also, before that, had dinner with, like, everyone with the entire group, which was, like, almost 30 people. It felt like it was a very large group. Maybe it was, like, 25, but still. It was a large group, but it was super fun. I got my first watch, and I love it. I think it's so pretty. I got my first watch and got to explore a little bit. We walked around the ship. Honestly, we didn't even explore the entire ship. Like, there was so much stuff we didn't see because it was so big. And, like, 3 days and, like, having stuff planned and, like, seeing everybody was actually insane. And it was honestly surprising how much we ended up seeing everybody. Like, just at random. They do have an app, again. They do have an app that you can, like, message on there when you're on the ship, which is super helpful for everybody that doesn't get the Wi-Fi, like, package. Because if you are on the boat, you do have to get the Wi-Fi package as well. Or not the Wi-Fi package, but you have to get, like, the messenger thing, which is in the app. But you can also pay for the Wi-Fi package, but if you don't have the Wi-Fi package, you can still message through it. I will say sometimes it does come through delayed, and I was only getting notifications for, like, the first day, and then after that I wasn't getting notifications, so I had to, like, keep the app open and check it, which isn't that big of a deal, but it's just something to pay attention to. Yeah. And then the last night, like, the next day, Jay and I went scuba diving, and it was, like, a scuba at your leisure, so you basically just pick up your scuba stuff, and then you can go in the area that they have to go. We honestly should have gone a little bit earlier, so that way there weren't as many people in the water on their private island, because I feel like we would have saw more. We did see a stingray. It was pretty sweet. Apparently I got a little bit too close for comfort, which I didn't realize because I was just kind of zoning in and using my camera to record because I was so excited. And then we just saw some other fish, but we didn't really see anything other than that. But I think that was really because there were so many people in the water at that point already. So with everyone moving around, obviously the aquatic life is going to not be there. So that made sense, but that was super fun, and we spent the entire day just literally sitting outside lounging. They had an entire, like, since it's their island, they had all of, like, the food and, like, everything, like, was prepped. There were areas to just walk through. It's, like, literally buffet style all day, so you can eat, like, whatever all day long, and they have, like, hamburgers, tacos, like, so many options all day, and they have that on the ship as well. Like, everything is basically included. There are only a couple restaurants where you have to, like, pay extra for, like, that certain time. Jay and I only did that once for one night, and that was the hibachi on the first night. But it was really cool. I honestly think it was worth it. What else did we do? We went snorkeling, and then we hung out, went to dinner at just, like, the normal buffet or whatever, and then that night we went to the Battle of the Sexes show, which was super fun. It was, like, a whole freaking crowd interactive thing. I did fall while playing and busted my shit. Oh my god, so bad. Jay has a video of it. It was actually really funny. There was, like, this quest game or something, Adults Quest, and it was insane. Like, it was, like, if there were, like, 5 or 6 different teams, and each team had to, like, get stuff from the crowd. Like, they were like, hey, get 2 bras from like, one group or whatever. So, like, everyone in there had to, like, rip off their bra and, like, throw it to, like, win the points and stuff. It was just really fucking funny. Oh, it was a good time. It was a really good time. It is weird being back and adjusting to normal life, especially having like a weekend trip that you're like, it wasn't like, oh, we drove an hour up north and like now we're coming back. No, we went across the sea and came back, and it just felt weird. It still feels weird to be back. And like I said, like I wish it was longer. And I think it was so much fun. I definitely think that Jay and I will go on another cruise in the future because, one, we want to experience more places and more things to see. We just have to make a decision on which one we want to do. So if you've taken any cruises, let me know. I'm curious, and I'm curious on if there is a cruise line or location that you did or did not like specifically, because I've only been to one, and that was the Bahamas. So, and I only went to 2 different places, Nassau and then their private island, Royal Caribbean's private island in the Bahamas. But it was still cool. Again, I loved it. I thought it was great. Yeah, being back is very strange. It's a little weird. Getting back into the swing of just like everything, because we came back on a Monday. Oh my god, our flight. I think I like blacked out of my brain because it sucked so fucking bad. Thankfully, we were in first class, so I wasn't starving. Jay wasn't feeling great the first day, or the last day on the way to the airport. He was very unwell, a little bit hungover, a little bit like the weekend had finally taken its toll, so he wasn't feeling great. But on our way to the airport, we're at the airport, we get there early, finally checking our stuff, all of the things, and then finally bored. Okay. What is my eyebrow doing? Finally bored. And then we're seated, whatever, everyone's getting seated. We're about to take off, and like 3 times the power literally like blips on and off, blips on and off, blips on and off. And I was like, well, that can't be good. And with everything happening, that makes me very uneasy. Thankfully, I had a glass of wine, so I wasn't as anxious or panicky as I probably would have been, if we're being honest, because I was shitting bricks, not gonna lie. But I was trying to keep it together because panicking wasn't really gonna help much right then. And then after being on the plane for like 30 minutes and that happening, quite a few people were like, fuck this. So we had to go back to boarding, let them deboard, then have all the mechanics come on and fix whatever was happening with the engine, then fill out paperwork, and then gas up, and then we were leaving. I shit you not, our flight was supposed to be 2 hours. We were on that plane for almost 6. Total. So it was a drag. But again, like I said, I was very grateful that we were sitting in front because then I got food, I got a drink, and I had space, and I didn't feel cramped. So thank God for that, because it's the little things. So worth it. Because holy shit, I would have been ripping my hair out. I don't know how everybody else was dealing with it, but it was bad. It was so annoying. And then we finally got home at like 12:30. Something like that by the time we left the airport and finally like drove home. It was not a great time. Not a great time. But that's okay. That was the least, like, at least that was at the end of the trip, and it was like not before sitting on that, or like if something were to happen before, because that would have been something fucking tough. But yeah. So if you're thinking about going on a cruise, Royal Caribbean's great. It is very family friendly. Very, very family friendly. My girlfriend brought their baby. Her friend brought their baby. A lot of people had their kids. Like, it seemed like there's a lot of things for kids to do. And a lot of areas that are kid friendly. They have smoker and non-smoker areas, as well as like a smoking and non-smoking casino. They very much have a way to fit something accommodating for everybody. The elevators were pretty sleek, I'm not gonna lie. But again, every time that I saw it, I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is an elevator on a ship. Like, we are in the middle of an ocean on an elevator. My brain still can't wrap my head around it. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand it. I can't say I understand. It just, I don't know. It was weird, but it was really cool. But it was still so fucking weird every time you thought about it. I didn't think about being on the ship. I didn't really get motion sickness or anything. I did take stuff the first day for motion sickness, just before, honestly, just as a precaution, because I didn't want to get sick and ruin my weekend. But the second night, I did have a nightmare. It was while we were docking, and I had a nightmare, and it was like me against Poseidon, and I was standing on the balcony of the ship, and I was like looking Poseidon dead in the face, and he was like, if you can't survive this, you don't deserve to be on a ship in the ocean. Flipped us underwater, and then I like, as we like came back up above water, I woke up, and I was like, and I didn't even tell Jay that until we were at the airport on our way home, because I was like, if I'm stressing and then he starts stressing, I just fucked up the energy for the whole trip. So I was like, as long as I don't think about it again, doesn't matter. I think I literally said, like, I didn't sleep well, and I woke up in the middle of the night when we were docking. I think that's all I said. And then at the airport, I told him, and I was like, this is what actually happened, and I was unwell. But I was fine the rest of the day. It was just like, it was scary. But it was okay. I think that was just my mind, like, messing with me, getting in my head. But it was really fun, and it was a great time, and we'll definitely do it again. But yeah. That's all for now. There's not really any updates. I'm just working on figuring out what I want to do for my birthday, and I've just been reading. I also have a job interview next week for a part-time design position. We will see how it goes. I have a lot of, I wouldn't say demands, but I would definitely say boundaries. So we'll see if they are even okay with that, and if we'll work together to be able to have those boundaries set and stay, or if there's any type of leeway on either of our sides. I've already started like a list of notes of what questions I want to ask and what my like boundaries are for that position. Because one, I just miss working, and two, I just want extra money just to like have to spend on stupid shit. Like when I go get coffee, like I just want to be able to be like, yeah, I got $2. I mean, I do, but it's just the fact of like, since my income is so low right now, personally, I don't like spending money on stupid shit like that. So if I am working at least part-time, I'll be like, oh, if I spend $10 this week, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it balances out in my head a different way. So we'll see how that goes. I'll let y'all know. I mean, I honestly probably won't even know next week after the interview. It'll probably take like another half of a month to see. But you never know. There might be like a second round of interviews. I might not get the job at all. So I guess we'll see. This is the first time I'm like voicing it and telling everybody, because honestly, I was nervous in the first place, and it might not even like happen. It might fall through. So we'll see. But other than that, there's nothing really new. I feel like it's kind of nice because I can take a breath and figure stuff out. Oh, I did want to post one last thing. I did want to post while I was gone and on vacation, and then I just literally overwhelmed myself with having too much to do, too much to post, and too many things I wanted to edit, that I basically just fucking hit a wall and didn't do any of it. None of it. I didn't post any of it. I didn't edit the second half of it. Like, literally half of it's probably edited, and the other half is just sitting there like, what the fuck? So it was a mess, and then I felt guilty, and I almost didn't post last week, but I'm glad that I did, even though that still wasn't edited up to par of what I wanted it to be. That's okay though, because that was my first video of doing content like that specifically, so I'm excited to move forward and do better on that type of content. I don't know. I'm looking forward to focusing more on different content and focusing more on the editing aspect of my content to make it better. This included. Especially because this is also one of my first, like, full-on travel vlogs that I've put together. So let me know what you guys think. And I will see you next time.